Hiya, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira, if you just stumbled on over to my channel. Otherwise, welcome back. Nice to see you again. You see me, I don't see you, but... And today, I have another story. Not because we're in quarantine, but because I personally love telling stories. And now this story here, at first glance, if you were to look at the metaphorical cover here, you'd probably put it back on the shelf. You probably wouldn't read it. But if you looked at the back cover here, it's a pretty good one. So the top, the title is The Very Bad Flat Tire. Wonderful. If you read the back though, it's pretty good. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just tell you the story because you're here for a reason. Now, I must do a little asterisk disclaimer here. In this story, I will be talking about an ex-boyfriend. There is no bad blood. There is no bad blood on my end. We are all friends, we're super good, and this is merely a story, okay? Okay, so this story begins freshman year of college. First semester, there was boy. Second semester, there was no boy. Okay, that's important. Keep that in mind. So now, it's second semester. I just got done cheering for basketball. And my little sister, my friend from high school, she's not my real sister. I don't have any. It's fine. She came to visit. So after the, go team, after that was done, we decided to go see a movie. Now, here's the thing. A couple days previous, my ex-boyfriend, remember first semester, and his roommate were like, "Hey Kira, by the way, your front right tire is looking a little flat." And I'm like, is it like I need to go somewhere right now, or can I just fill it up the next time I drive? And they're like, just next time you get in your car, make sure you put air in your tire. I'm like, cool. So, I'm in my car now for the first time since they told me, a couple days after they had told me. And I'm like, we gotta get we gotta get air for my tire. So we drive to the first gas station. They have no air pump. So then we go to the second gas station. Their air pump is broken. Great. So now I had to make the decision. Where do I go when my tire is now pretty flat? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be able to make it to Quick Trip. And so I drove, and all of a sudden, like a block away from Quick Trip, you hear it didn't sound like that, but you heard the thudding of the tire. So we get to the gas station, and my friend who's still in high school and myself look at the tire, and I'm like, that looks like potentially it's not going to do well if I put air in it. I might need to actually get a new tire at this point, i.e. I need to change my tire. Now I've never done this before, and so I called the ex-boyfriend because he was a car guy, and I wasn't above asking for help, okay? You wouldn't have been either. It was winter, I'd forgotten my coat. We were on our way to go see a movie. I just wanted this to be done. So I gave him a call. He doesn't pick up, and I left a voicemail. It was pretty nice. I'm pretty sure I was like, "Hi, my dear good friend, could you please come help me?" And he didn't, voicemail. So then, now I'm getting creative. And I called my friend Sophie, who's living in the dorms with me, and I'm like, "Hey, are you at the dorms?" "Why, yes, Kira, I am." Could you look in the lobby for me?" "The lobby? What are you looking for, Kira?" And I said, "I'm looking for a man. Just any man. Any man that can help." And she's like, "Okay." And so she skirts into the lobby, and she found a guy who lived on a floor below us and his friend who was visiting. And she's like, "Hello, dear males. Do any of you know how to change a flat tire?" And they're like, "Yeah, we do." She's like, "My friend needs help. Here's the phone." So now, this random guy I've never met before is on the phone. And he's like, is this Kira? I'm like, hi, yes, hello. I'm just wondering, like, I know you don't know me, but could you, like, potentially come help me, like, change my flat tire? Oh, look, send me a picture first. Let me see what we're looking with. Maybe you just need to put air in it. I'm like, see, I needed to put air in it a couple days ago. Now I need to change the tire. I still sent a picture because males are males. Not always. Some of them are great people. But this male needed proof that I was right. And I was right, so they all loaded into his SUV. It was him, his friend, and 3 of my friends. So that now brings us to 7 people trying to change 1 tire, okay? 1 tire, 7 people. We can't freaking get it off. The, like, thing was cross-threaded. The nut, the bolt, the tire thing that keeps the tire on was not coming off. And so my phone starts ringing. And I was very panicked at this point because I was having issues with my tire. And so hello, Kira, it's Rob, my ex. And he goes, what were you rambling about? I'm pretty sure he didn't know what I was saying in my voicemail. And so I told him, I'm like, you know, I'm here with quite a few people trying to change my tire, and the tire won't come off, and I'm very stressed out. And he's like, well, Mitch and I, his roommate, are leaving Spirit Mountain. I think they were leaving Spirit. They might not have been leaving Spirit Mountain. So they, like, come from Duluth now to come help. And, like, we're just waiting for them. And so some of the friends went into Quick Trip to buy pizza because we're all hungry. The rest of us are now in this random guy that I don't know's car, the SUV, waiting for the other 2 guys and Emily to show up. And we're in the car, and my friend, Caitlin, goes, hey, that guy that's coming to help, that's Kira's ex. Can you do us a favor? And he's like, what is it? Will you flirt with Kira when he gets here? Now keep in mind, I was not a part of this decision. I was like, you know, pump the brakes. I just want to go see my movie. But everyone's laughing. They're like, yes. And this guy was like, sure. If I can get her phone number. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? But I gave him my phone number. I don't know why. It was just freshman year, you know. And so now Rob and Mitch show up in the Jeep with Emily, which now brings our total of 7, 8, 9, 10, to 10. I'm not great at math. I did graduate. I have my degree. Don't worry about it. But no, so now there's 10 of us trying to change the flat tire. And let me tell you, I don't know if the men in this story would, like, agree. However, all the girls that were there, there was a competition of who was bigger. You know what I mean? Like, there was a pissin' fight. And so one's saying this, the other's saying that, and they're arguing about what to do about my tire. And then this guy, I'm not saying his name because, like, I don't talk to him at all, ever, anymore, ever. And so it feels weird to, like, tell this story about a random guy and say his name. But call him Chris, okay? And he is like, Kira, are you cold? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's winter and I don't have my coat. And so he, like, wraps a blanket around me and, like, is trying to make Robert jealous, which was nothing was happening out of this. He was just pissed off because he's a car guy and he's like, you broke Kira's tire. And they eventually get the tire off after 2 police officers stop to help us because they're like, why is there 10 kids around one car? And so now we're at a total of 12 people to get this tire changed. And we get it changed, but now comes a harder decision. Do I drive home I think the next day, I was supposed to drive home the next day, or do I scratch that trip? And now, again, you've got your 2 men here. One saying, no, you can't drive on it. It's a spare tire. You're not supposed to go faster than blah, blah, blah. It's to get you home, blah, blah, blah. And then the other one's like, it's a spare tire for a reason. You can drive it. Now, keep in mind, we had broken one of the tire holders, the bolts, in the process of changing. So I'm down from 5 to 4. So there's, like, one that's just like, woo, loose. And so I do what every freshman girl would do. I call my dad. And I tell him what happened. And he says, yeah, come home. I'm like, cool, my dad said go home, so sorry, I'm doing that. And so, like, we all, like, pile back into all the cars that go back to the dorms. And Mitch and Rob pull me aside and they just remind me one more time, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like, we just don't know if this is safe. And, like, to be fair, when I did drive home, I lost a second bolt. So they might not have been wrong, but I mean, unless they watch this video, they're never gonna hear me say that, so. But no, they pulled me to the side, and then Chris comes and he's like, don't worry, I got this. And so, you know, we all disperse. They go to their dorm, all of us go to my dorm, they eat pizza and be like, thank you for fixing my tire. And then he leaves. And he'd forgotten to fill my air with tire. No, wait, my air with tire? He had forgotten to fill my spare tire with air. And so now, I'm going to bring Brecken home to go home myself, and I go and I knock on Rob's dorm door. I'm like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, so I've never actually added air to my tire, and Chris didn't actually do it. And Rob just throws his coat on, grabs his keys, and walks out of the door. But that is the story about my freshman year shenanigans. I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a like, comment, and or subscribe if you found this story good, or if you'd like to hear another one. And I will see you all later.